exhausted and dehydrated to move, Tom has a desperate idea.
I had just gone through that diarrhea bout, and I said, Linda, can you drink your urine? And I said, we got to plan on doing that, because we cannot lose liquid.
It's a drastic measure, but one they hope might just keep them alive.
The taste in your mouth is awful. But after a while, I found you just chug-a-lugged.
At that moment, I felt that it was one of the only things we could do to save ourselves. I didn't feel like an animal. I just felt like a desperate person.
Tom and Linda know they should have hit the highway by now. If they've drifted off course, they could be heading even deeper into the wilderness.
Tom, look up there. Look up on the ridge.
There were two distinct colors up there, and I realized they were shirts of two different people.
We need help! Help! We're dying down here! Help! Help!
I remember yelling, help us, we're dying.
We need help! Help! We're dying!
Bam, bam, bam.
Help!
And then nothing.
It was very crushing, because there is our lives right in front of us. We're saved if those two people would just do something, and they didn't.
It's a devastating blow. Whoever they are, the passers-by have ignored an elderly couple in trouble. This callous act could have signed their death warrant. As they push on in search of the highway, severe dehydration is now playing tricks on Tom's mind.
We were dehydrated. We were very dehydrated, and my mind was not near as sharp. We were starting to lose orientation. I could feel my logic is not as sharp and quick as it was. And I was definitely weakening.
But Linda is even weaker.
Sorry. We were so dehydrated by then. And the energy and strength level was fleeting.
Linda was so fatigued, she just collapsed.
And I had to rest and lay down.
That's it, Tom. I can't go any further today. I gotta stop.
Okay, sweetie.
As it's close to dusk, Tom decides all they can do is hunker down for a second night in the wilderness.
We were so fatigued, we just wanted to sleep.
30s. It's clear that Linda is in serious trouble.
I could see she was really struggling. It took a lot of strength for her to keep going.
She's had nothing to drink for more than 24 hours.
I realized that Linda had lost her gait. And she was...
67-year-old Linda is paying a terrible price for refusing to drink the river water.
I was feeling a terrific pain in my back. Every time I took a step, my back was just killing me.
The pain is a terrifying sign that dehydration is causing Linda's kidneys to fail. If they shut down completely, she will die.
Linda was starting to become weak. It was starting to get real scary.
Then, Tom starts to recognize the terrain.
Coming into Saddle Rock, we had passed a huge ranch.
There's got to be a ranch around here somewhere.
I could see on the map the hiking trail.
I think it was.
And I said, maybe we'll come out near that ranch.
Tom decides to head downhill, praying it's the right direction. Finding the ranch could be Linda's last chance. Then, amid the dry, colorless scrub, Tom spots a flash of vivid green.
There's green grass. You could feel moisture. You could put your hand on the ground and it was wet.
Tom knows there has to be a water source nearby.
I'm an engineer. I knew this was a wellhead, and there's got to be a way to get water here.
Oh, please, let there be water here.
Hey,
I thought this is it. We're going to have water. We're going to have water.
Something had to be running somewhere.
Please, let us get to that water.
this is crazy.
The well is probably for watering livestock, but he can't find a way to the water. It's an agonizing moment. Tom knows he's just meters away from water that would save Linda's life, but he just can't reach it.
It was so close, but not there, and it was very frustrating to me.
Great skin starts here. From clearing to brightening, Hand & Stone delivers real results.
It's 72 hours since Tom and Linda got stranded in the baking heat of the wilderness. There's no sign of the hoped-for ranch, and every step Linda takes is now pure agony. As her kidneys start to shut down, she's literally dying from dehydration.
I could hear her behind me. And I would walk, and I'd have to turn, and she'd be a good distance behind me. That stick was in the ground. That's when I knew we were in real trouble.
The pain in my back was terrible. It was excruciating.
I realized that she didn't have a lot left in her.
He begged me to get up and keep walking, but I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore.
Let's just rest here a while.
encouraging me. She says, "You got to go. You've got to find someone or water. Go, go, go."
2 of us can't die.
I loved that woman. I didn't want to leave her. It was very emotional for me. Very, very hard to leave. That was Linda. I had to go. There was no choice.
A few hours later, and with Linda far behind him, Tom pushes on. If he doesn't find help soon, he knows he may never see her alive again.
I don't know how much further I went.
But now Tom is in trouble too.
I dropped. When I woke up, my face was straight into the sand. My nose was just buried in the sand. It was all over my face.
Linda,
Tom has slept the whole night, losing vital hours that could spell the difference between life and death for Linda.
That really scared me. I just felt like I had to save her. So I kept moving. But I couldn't walk a straight line. I felt drunk, like I staggered. I was losing it.
After his 4-day ordeal, the 68-year-old Vietnam vet's body is finally giving up, and he's now losing control of his mind.
I've never experienced anything like that in Vietnam. Never, ever, ever. I felt very close to death. The thoughts started coming into my mind. Tom, this is your last day on Earth. And I began to realize this is it. And I dropped to my knees and I put my hands like this. And I prayed to God. God, I'm at the bottom of my life. Please help me. Please help me. And I know that you and Linda don't always see eye to eye. But please save her too. I just said it right out loud.
was called out by 2 hikers who found Linda's note pinned to the upturned Jeep. Tom directs the rescue team to where he left Linda, but he has no idea if she's still alive. 10 minutes later, they find her.
And I look over, and there is Linda laying there. I looked at that medic, and he looked at me, and he did this. He did this. I'm sorry. Linda was alive.
Hospital treatment saved Linda's life, but the ordeal left a serious legacy. Dehydration destroyed most of her intestine, and she now needs an intravenous drip to survive.
This happened to me, and I've got to make the most of it because I've got a lot more life in me.
I still to this day feel guilty. I have to work on that all the time. I love her so much. I will always take care of her.
What's up, guys? Sean back with another video, and we have Joyce. 44 years old, 600 plus pounds. I guess she really doesn't know what her weight is, like most of us don't. But yeah, from the clips I've seen from her, pretty exciting episode. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, let's just get right into it then. Okay, Kansas. Muffin. What the hell is that? Does she have warts or something? Can fat make you get more warts? I'm not really sure.
When I wake up in the morning, my first thoughts are a combination of disgust at how my life is now, and shock that I was even able to make it to another day. Because every minute of it is a struggle now, from the first
Fair. We're usually surprised when we wake up first thing, because you really shouldn't have it that size.
moment to the last. So I question why God even wakes me up. Just to go through another day like this. I'm just a prisoner here doing nothing because of how big I've gotten. And my weight makes it so hard for me to breathe. I have to use oxygen a lot of times just to get the air my body needs.
So she's worse off than a lot of them on the show. It also looks like she's really short, but this is kind of par for the course, kind of hating yourself a little bit, all that.
So I know my health is in a really bad place because of the...
Oh no, she got foundation fat. When you have to start pouring concrete under the bed, you probably reached a level of fat where you need to start thinking about things a little more. You know what I'm saying?
And it's at the point where I can't even take care of myself or live on my own anymore. I have to pay one of my friends to be my caregiver and help me do everything now. Dawn?
How much money we talking? Also, she's got to be short because her belly started eating her leg. It looks like it's like hanging right below her knee at this point.
Dawn? Morning.
Hi, Enabler.
Ready to get up? I am. Dawn lives with me and takes care of me. And without her, things would be even worse. Because I can't even get out of...
No, she did not just crab claw her coochie. That's a crazy way to move somebody. Just kind of like the Donald Trump strat. Just grab them right by... Alright, Joyce. I see you.
bed on my own. That's how bad off my body is now. feet at one time. My weight's too much for me to move around. And I also have bad lymphedema on my lower body that makes any movement of mine really painful. So I have to do everything right here in the same room, including...
And this poor lady's going through a lot. Also, you get the Coca-Cola, like, nightgown or whatever. Do you think you just drink enough Coke, they send you a polar bear, like, nightgown? That could be a real life hack. Get a free gown out of it.
I'm going to the bathroom. So I have a portable body chair that's next to my bed. And when I'm done, Dawn has to clean me up. And that's probably the most humiliating part of my day.
Does that tub say feed the beast on it? That's kind of wild, too.
Bucket's ready. I'm gonna go ahead and stand up and go on over. Okay. You wanna hold this up?
Yep. What I do for Joyce is get her out of bed in the morning, help her go to the bathroom, and then I bathe Joyce probably 2 to 3 times a week. It's a very long process, and...
Wait, you're a live-at-home, like, caregiver, and you only bathe her 2 or 3 times a week? What the hell's going on the other days? Because you're there to literally help her get by. She's paying you. And you're crab clawing things like, I don't know what's involved here, but I think she's not doing a very good job.
By the end of it, Joyce and I are both exhausted.
Oh, baby.
Bathing me is a very extensive process because of how hard it is to get to all the areas of my body. We wash the lower part of my stomach and underneath it in my bed. But once she's done, she has to use a hairdryer to dry those areas.
Well, buddy, that's one way to heat things up in the bedroom. All right, for crab clawing, heat things up, this is going really fast here.
Because if any moisture gets caught under a fold, it'll get trapped there and mold causes sores that will get infected. But Dawn also has to rub a zinc oxide cream on me to help prevent sores. Because without it, the natural chafing I have under my folds can start to break the skin over time. And...
True. I used to keep that stuff like on tap pretty much because you would need it. Even if you bathed pretty much daily, you could still get one of these rashes. If you let it go unchecked, it gets really friggin' bad.
I'm concerned about the sores because that's one of the things that has put me in the hospital before.
Never did that.
So you can't rush any of the process, or it will be really bad for me. Once she does that, I have to move back on the potty to clean my backside and other areas that get easily infected if we ignore them.
She's smuggling pepperoni under there or something? Oh, no, that's got to be that lymphedema thing she was talking about. I just never seen it that weird a place. But, alright, let this lady that does the Mortal Kombat move get up under here and get over here with that thing.
And after that, we move to the last location. And we finish the upper half of my body and my legs sitting in the recliner with, like, sponge washing.
We got a travel team here. We just travel all over the place to get this bath done. That's kind of neat, I guess.
But the entire bathing process can take close to an hour. And I'm completely physically and emotionally exhausted by the time I'm done. And Dawn knows I'll be starving at that point. So she always has something ready for me to eat.
If you need a snack time during bath time, things have got a little out of hand. Like, if we're stopping for Dunkaroos during our rag-offs or whatever, yeah, we got a friggin' issue here, people.
I get so excited that I finally get to eat. It's the moment I've been looking forward to since I finished my last meal the night before.
I don't know why, but I swear that friggin' box just said diced wieners, but I don't think that's what that is.
That first bite is the best moment of my day. When I'm eating, I think nothing. That's what the best part of it is when I'm sitting there eating, I have no worries about anything. I'm just thinking about how good the food is. basically just live to eat now, and I never leave this room. And that...
I mean, I could have got way up higher if I had a friggin' Dawn giving me buffet service all the time, and that little Joe's Crab Shack move she does over there.
That's not going to change unless I give up food and stop eating like this. But I can't. It's what makes waking up worth it for me now. The only thing I can really think of is if somehow I could change my past. But there's no way I can do that.
Wouldn't oxygen and omelets taste a little weird? I'm just thinking about it, but I hated having that thing up my nose anytime I was friggin' hospitalized, so that has to kind of suck.
Early on, when I was really young, I was a normal-sized child. My parents got divorced like when I was around 3, and my father was not present in my life after the divorce.
That's young, but also she looks like a little Debbie double, so I can see how this progressed pretty quickly.
So I was mostly just with my mother. But things changed when I was 7, because that's when my mom started dating someone who would become my stepdad. He had 3 sons and a daughter. But when they decided to get married, my mom moved in with them, but sent me to live with my grandma.
Don't settle for cheap, imported shrimp that's frozen and shipped from the other side of the planet. The freshest, healthiest, tastiest shrimp in the world comes right from our own backyard. Look for the seal and ask for wild-caught Texas shrimp. Caught here, not brought here.
On cars.com again?
I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
I was thinking of something more sophisticated. Fine. Keep the beard.
Cars.com. Where to next? On Chewy, get a free $20 e-gift card with your first food order.
She just sent you away so she could go build her new family? Like, how does that work? That's pretty disgusting. I'd be pretty pissed at your mom if I were you.
Felt abandoned by my mom. Like she didn't love me anymore. So I was upset and really hurt by that, but I did love being with my grandmother because she gave me constant attention and was always feeding me and making sure I had what I needed. And I think that's when my love for food probably started.
You had a nice grandma, because my mom had to buy us Christmas gifts every year from ours just so we would think she loved us. But also, once when I was in like 3rd grade, she took me to get a Christmas gift. I cursed her out, she turned around and took me back, and then she bought my brothers a Game Shark to make me more jealous. I still cussed her out again. I was a bad kid.
But she fed me so much that I put on around 40 to 50 pounds while I was with her. I was 8 then and was around 90 to 100 pounds. So I was getting big, but I was constantly asking my mom when I could go back with her. And after a while, she eventually had...
They were training her to be a Karen real early on with that haircut. That looks crazy.
...to come and get me to take me back. But when she did, she was shocked and very upset because of how big I...
Are we done yet?
I really don't think she gets a say on that one if she throws you away and then decides to come back. I mean, I guess she could be a little upset, but it's pretty gross that she just sent you away so she could go start her own little thing.
Joyce was living with my mother. I had no idea my mother was feeding her so much. And when I saw Joyce as large as she was, I was just horrified. And I was really angry at my mother that she had allowed my daughter to gain that much weight.
After that, my mom took me back to Kansas to live with her and my new family. But it wasn't...
And you became an accountant, apparently. Man, who misses the old, stupid-looking calculators? That thing's friggin' huge.
How I thought it'd be there. Because she had put me on a strict diet after I left my grandmother's. So I was in this new place with a new family, and I couldn't have the one thing that could comfort me and help me feel better. So I was really upset with my mom, and for the next few years, it seemed like we were fighting constantly. Thankfully, when I was 12, my mom and stepdad...
Oh, that nightmare fuel mouse, man. I remember that sucker from when I was a kid. Look at that thing. He looks like he's just gonna crawl through your window and friggin' bite your head off. He's a creepy dude. You remember the animatronics too? That was friggin' creepy. But now I kind of want to see them again just so you can see kids run out like screaming and crying. It's friggin' hilarious.
I got a divorce and we moved out. And I was so relieved to be out of that home and just with my mom. We still had a lot of conflict though, because she kept me on these diets to try to get me to lose weight. But it didn't help me lose ever. Because no matter what anyone did, I'd find ways to get food.
I mean, I had my methods too. My mom even chained mine shut at one point, but I found that key in like less than 24 hours.
And over the next couple of years, I got my license and a job at a fast food place. And at that point, I was beyond my mom's constant reach. She couldn't stop me from eating what I wanted. And so at 16, that's when the weight started piling on me.
So we went straight for the Burger King backlash. I mean, I guess if your mom's restricting your food at home, you gotta get it somewhere, so just get a friggin' job there so you can hustle the hell out of them for some french fries.
But my mom could eventually tell what I was doing, and when she figured it out, she was really upset. She tried to get me to stop eating. Her goal became to get me away from working at a fast food place. So she helped me start a home daycare center. I was hesitant to work with my mom, but I couldn't resist. Because that's what I wanted to do. And I loved it, and I was thankful my mom did that in the end. But it still didn't stop me from eating like I wanted. And by the time I graduated high school when I was 18, I was around 350 pounds.
Okay, I think I was more than that. But going from a fast food job to a daycare job where the kids have the best damn snacks ever, like, that's just one evil to another. I guarantee that you were stealing all kinds of them kids' little gummy snacks and stuff.
After high school, I was working at the daycare full time, but I was still eating just as much and gaining. And by the time I was 20, I was well into the mid-400s. But when I was 21, I started seeing someone. And when things started to get serious between us, I started having these nightmares with me and an event that happened with one of my stepbrothers.
Oh no. I hate when it goes full evil like this. There's always frickin' something. It's gross, it's disgusting. This is the worst part of every episode.
When I was 8, my mom and stepdad left my stepbrother to babysit me. I went to sleep, and I woke up with him sitting on my bed, and he was rubbing my back. And that is the initial memory that I had for years upon years upon years.
Under the jail. Just putting under it is so gross, man. I hate it. I hate hearing it.
The dreams are just kind of what followed that. Me trying to fight him off. Like, one dream was like literally me of just scratching in his arms. At that point, I didn't know if they were just dreams or if I was really piecing it together myself or what happened, because it's all just so distorted. So,
I'm sorry all that happened to you. I joke around a lot, but I really do feel for people when they go through something like this. It's disgusting, and it's just trauma that's going to make the rest of their life. They're going to have to deal with this. Extensive therapy, whatever they need. But you can't take a child's innocence like that. Even though it was another child in this case, it's disgusting. It's gross. I hate it.
I went to the community counseling center and went and talked to someone and just tried to piece together what happened. I kept all of this to myself. I didn't tell my boyfriend I just broke up with him. I didn't even tell my mom until recently. And when I told her what had happened, she didn't really have much of a reaction to it.
Well, she's not winning any
What's up,
Mother
pal?
of the Year awards, that's for damn sure.
Fortunately, when I told her it was in the middle of an argument, I didn't say it that kindly. She just said, "You never told me anything like that." And I said, "Yeah, I didn't want to get everybody upset and mad." And it kind of was not.
Screw getting them mad. I mean, you gotta get that off your chest
right.
if something that terrible happened to you.
A subject that kept on going. At the time, when all these repressed memories had come back, I just tried to move past it and get on with my life. I focused on building the daycare business with my mom, and I kept getting bigger, and I was just under 500 by the time I was 25.
Okay, I weighed in at 509 at 25, and that was the first time I ever went to a bariatric surgeon, and I sat through the whole, hour-long conference, whatever, I forget what you call it, but I sat through it. I didn't go through with it. I wish I would have at this point because it's done wonders for me now, so.
And around that time is when my father passed away. He had a heart attack at 44 because of his weight. And I knew I would end up like him if I didn't change. So I tried to start cutting back on what I was eating to lose weight, but the daycare was growing and I was running it all, so every day I had a lot of stress. So food also...
So wait, she's 44 right now. She's seen this pattern before. If she doesn't get it right, man, she don't want it. I mean, I'm praying for her right now, but I don't know, guys.
So help me deal with that. It got so busy I ended up needing help, and I hired my best friend Dawn to help me.
When I first started working for Joyce at the daycare, it was maybe 6 months after we had initially met through a mutual friend. At the time, she could still move short distances by herself without a walker.
How would you guys feel about that? Would you let her take care of your child? Because I feel like if there's something that's time urgent, like your kid's choking, she's not going to be able to get to them in time. I feel like that's kind of a liability, a risk. Like, I don't think I would trust that.
And then Joyce started gaining more and more weight and just went downhill.
I was in my mid-30s when I'd gotten up to around 550, and my weight was getting to a point where it was hard for me to get around like I needed. And that started to affect the daycare and my business, because if I can't react fast to something, it could be dangerous for the kids. So
Exactly, and I think the only reason her weight didn't progress more quickly is because she had those kids and she had to get up and move around more than most people to get up to this size.
Eventually it got to a point where I was too big and I had to close it, and it was heartbreaking for me. And then a few years later, I started developing a really bad lymphedema on my lower body, and that combined with my weight caused me to be bedridden when I was 38. And I had to hire Dawn to move in with me and become my caretaker.
As time had...
Damn, so that's 4 years away from where I'm sitting right now. And the second you get bedbound, it's game over. That's where I was, like, obsessed with not getting to that point.
Past, Joyce needed some extra help, so I ended up moving in to the house, like a permanent fixture in the house.
I haven't been out of the house in over 3 years. I'm already...
Okay, so apparently the hoo-ha handler does everything for her, and just she gets to sit there in bed.
I'm 44, and I'm the age now that my dad was when he died. And I think I'm even bigger than he was at this age. So I'm terrified that I'm close to dying right now. And that I'm going to die before my time because I let food kill me.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi, Mom.
Come on, Bubba.
Oh, Mom brought the puppy. At least she shows up. She didn't abandon her again. I guess she's there for her in her time of need.
I can start the lasagna.
I know my family and Dawn are all worried about me, too. And they don't think I'm going to make it much longer.
You're not?
But just like me, they keep doing what they've been doing. And help me eat the stuff I'm not supposed to have now.
Is that 4 cans of tomatoes? How friggin' big is this lasagna gonna be?
And I know when I do that, my mom's judging me when I eat a lot. But as much as it bothers me, there's part of me where I don't care. I almost kind of have the attitude of, like, duh. I don't get this big eating small amounts.
I mean, that's kind of what we're all thinking inside our head, but it's just a total neglect for your own self-care that allows you to do that and think that way.
So why would you expect me to do so? So I just want to say, shut up and give me the food, and then leave if you have a problem with it.
Sometimes when I see Joyce eating large amounts of food, I'm livid. I'm just livid. But I'm really...
Holy shit, Stouffer sister, what are you doing? Those are the biggest damn lasagnas I've ever seen. This lady had to steal the dishes from, like, the cafeteria for all the little kids. Like, this is a whole serving to, like, serve every kid in a damn school.
Always really fearful. I live in a lot of fear. Because I just feel that she's going to die. And then there's nothing I can do about it.
Holy Texas toast, man. lasagna for? I mean, the shit's good, but come on.
Go. Thanks.
Is that meatballs?
That looks good. It does look good.
I think Joyce is at the point now where she knows she really does have to do something. Joyce can't go on much longer like this. It's good.
She doesn't have to do anything. You guys do it all for her and then bring her heaps of lasagna.
Gonna kill her.
I know I can't keep doing this for much longer. Even if I live past my 45th birthday, something has to change soon because my addiction to food is killing me and it's taking everything. And the world is just passing me by. I watch on social media the whole world happening around me and I'm sitting here.
That's the same boat I was in. I was sitting there watching YouTube like, these people are boring. I could do better than that. But, yeah, I spent a lot of time on YouTube, a lot of time just kind of like lurking, seeing what other people are doing, because I was doing absolutely nothing.
And it makes me so sad. But none of my sadness or fear has been enough to make me stop from eating. And I'm at a point now where I just don't know what to do.
I always wish that there was just a pill that she could take and that she wouldn't, have this horrible addiction.
Okay, sink a couple blue rhinos from the gas station in there and see what happens. Maybe she'll get all charged up and she'll start running around chasing Dawn around the damn house or something. I don't know how this works.
I know I'm close to a breaking point, and there's nothing I can do about it because I can't stop and I don't know how to change to get to where I won't end up eating to where it kills me. So it's inevitable at this point that I either find some sort of help or nothing else is going to happen but death.
Every time you die, humanity moves forward. This is your choice.
Hey, Nikki, how many times is this?
My moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms kept me out of the picture. Skyrizi helps deliver...
Alright, send in Dr. Now. We need the Fat Avengers to come in here, because this lasagna is going unchecked, and this is a lot of friggin' lasagna. Like, this lady needs help. These people need to get away from her. Once you can sit there and do nothing for yourself, it gets so much easier just to sit there and get fatter and fatter and fatter.
I called Dr. Now in Houston to try to get help with my weight before it's too late. I called all the local doctors, and none of them are even willing to try and help me. So
I'm kind of surprised by that, because I only had to call one, and he was like, yeah, come on in, we'll figure something out. You just have to lose weight beforehand. But Dr. McKenna, thank you again. Love that guy, man.
Going all the way to Texas is my only option, and I'm terrified about it because this isn't going to be easy at all. My biggest problem is getting there, but Dr. Now is trying to set up a transport for me to take all the way to Texas, and I'm really hoping he can. But there's no...
Alright, wait till the paramedics see the fun way you get out of bed, because I imagine their jaw's just going to hit the damn floor.
way for me to come back or make the trip again. So the way I figure it, this is a one-way trip for me. So that makes this even scarier. But Dawn is willing...
Okay, so she's just going to straight up move before she even knows if she's going to be accepted into the program. Little bold here.
To be down there with me for as long as I need to help me and take care of me. And she's also packing up all our stuff and trying to get everything taken care of so we can be free and clear to move down.
Packing up all our stuff means grabbing the powdered sugar from above the microwave. Alright, Dawn, I guess we see where your list of importance comes in.
So poor Dawn is doing pretty much all of the work.
Was that powder?
I am preparing to get Joyce and I moved down to Houston. Joyce hasn't been able to physically help me pack. So it's been hard, but it is Joyce's last chance to get the help she needs. And if there's anything that I can do for Joyce to get better, I'm going to do it.
So the first thing Joyce says is make sure you pack all the cooking utensils. Forget everything else. Just leave me here. We don't need furniture, but we definitely need the cooktop, all this stuff. I mean, all right.
Doing this is a huge act of faith and trust, but it's my last hope and option. And I either do this or die soon. So I'm confident about this choice, but I still feel really scared. Uprooting my entire life here is scary, but I'm finding the courage to do this because it's the shot that I have to take to be able to live.
she's taking the first step. That's always the hardest one to take. But, I mean, right now, I still have some kind of hope for her, even if I don't think this is going to go good, because I've seen a clip before.
My mom and aunt are coming today to support me in this choice, even though they don't want me to leave.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi. Hello there. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
What?
Oh, I look friggin' fantastic. Did you bring the lasagna?
Sit down.
So how are you feeling?
I'm doing good.
You look good.
Yeah, not too bad.
On what planet?
Your new journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hate that look. Oh, it's the look what you've done to yourself look. Damn, I hate when people give me that look.
It'll be really good.
How are you feeling about all this? It really is a big risk, you know?
It is risk, but I mean, what am I? This is like, kind of like the end, you know? If I don't do this, then it's just kind of waiting until my body gives out and I'm not here, so it's worth the risk to me.
Okay, at least she realizes what's at stake. She doesn't have much longer left, so this is like last shot. Like, shoot your shot, at least take a chance.
It's awesome. We feel the same way. This is like your last chance.
Duh.
Joyce has to make the changes to save her life. She has to. She has no other choice, to be honest with you. But my hope for Joyce's future is for her to get her life back, to be able to do all the things that she loves, because she deserves the best.
I haven't heard her say much about her hobbies or what she loves. I just heard her talk about work, how she got rid of her boyfriend because some creepy stuff happened to her when she was little. But I'm hoping for the best.
It means a lot for my mom and aunt to come over and show me support and love. They know I need it right now, because I'm really scared. This is going to be one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life.
Any help getting up?
Oh, no.
Pretty good.
Alright, so she jumped right up. So what I've learned now is the way Dawn gets her out of bed is all for, jollies, I guess. She could get up on her own.
You want to come over towards me some more?
There you go, back at it.
Sit straight back.
You just get your butt as far back as you can.
6. I have a lymphedema.
It's all right. You're going to hit your legs. We're going to swing them over. Come on, try to support your back.
Hey, Constance.
Oh, wait till they see how we swing her over. I can't wait.
1, 2, 3. I got you. Hold on me. Hold on to me.
Damn it, Dawn, what are you doing? We didn't see your finishing move. I was expecting a show.
Grab my arm. There you go.
I don't feel balanced.
Don't worry, just take deep breaths.
You got you.
Deep breaths.
You got you.
This is so much scarier than I was even imagining. And I'm just terrified.
Is that snow on the ground? Because I don't see this going well. Because when I was probably about mid-50s, I stepped on some black ice at a parking ride. That's when I learned pigs can fly, buddy. I went straight up, straight onto my back. It hurt like hell.
That this isn't going to work and something's going to go wrong.
Slow. Don't push.
We're not. We're pulling.
Can someone hold my hand? Another person?
I got you.
Aw.
Come right here.
She'll hold her hand up.
It's okay.
What a nice guy holding her hand like that. But also, I mean, I imagine she doesn't feel very secure on there because you got all kinds of fat under you. You're shifting, you're jiggling. There's a little ripple in your wiggle or whatever. I mean, I imagine.
Hey, that was just your curve.
I'm really excited to be back in Waco today. It's been almost a year.
actually a good friend. She's supportive. She's not just enabling.
If there's anything that I have to help with, I can go help Joyce. I'm just praying that it's smooth for her, that she just gets there and there's no problems with anything.
Love you.
I love you. You're in good hands. These guys are going to take care of you.
Isn't it kind of crazy how being that big kind of like just ages you? Because the mom looks about the same age as her in this, like, right side by side.
I'm already in so much pain, and this is just the start of the whole drive and journey. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do this, and what I'm going to do if this gets to be too much for me. Hello?
Hi.
Did you take a different route?
I lost my van and I followed my GPS. I know we'll be back up and down.
Alright.
How do you lose a van that has the extra 2,000 pounds of weight in it? Like, it can't be exactly speeding. I'm sure it has one of those little trackers on it because it's a medical transport to say if it's speeding.
Just keep me posted.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
We've only been on the road for a little bit. Less than an hour, I think.
Hi, Joyce.
Hi, Dr. Now.
How you doing?
I'm in a lot of pain.
All right, we're going to get you in real quick and check you out, okay?
Okay, thank
Something funny about that stethoscope, like, I wanted to buy it and I found it on Amazon because I was going to make a little joke about it. $330 damn dollars. Like, I am not that into the joke, but you can find one that looks just like it for that on Amazon.
you.
Real gold.
Joyce's condition looks to already be severely deteriorated, and she likely doesn't have much time before things get even worse for her. All right, guys, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. You're angels.
Hats off to those guys, because it's pretty impressive what they do every day trying to help somebody who hasn't tried to help themselves yet. So gotta love our emergency care people out here, EMTs and stuff.
All right, now that we got you inside, you feeling okay?
Feeling much better now.
Do you have any pain anywhere?
Just a little bit, like residual pain from being in pain for so long.
We'll get you feeling better real soon.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and no shortness of breath?
A little bit, yeah. It's hard for me to take a deep breath right now.
Okay, let me listen to your lungs. Take a deep breath.
I always wondered about this, but is it harder with a stethoscope to hear through all those layers of fat, or does that thing just pick up anything? Like, could you just sit in a cave and hear a bunch of bats flying around with that thing?
The good news is you don't sound like you're in any sort of respiratory failure right now. Any other issues bothering you?
Yeah, I'm a little hungry. I didn't eat all day.
Well, don't worry. You have eaten the food that belongs to the next 3 years ahead of time, okay?
Yeah, doctor, now you are straight cold-blooded. I can't believe he said that, but I mean, he's not friggin' lying. I think I'm a couple years ahead of myself, too. I'm just trying to, like, fall back into the normal range.
I think it's more than 3 years, Dr. Now.
All right. You know that, right?
Yes, I do.
But we'll get you something, okay? All right. But anything else bothering you other than hunger?
I didn't go to the bathroom the whole time.
You need to go.
That's probably all that damn cheese in that lasagna. That had to be at least 3 months worth of food right there.
Go to the bathroom?
I do.
All right. How much you can get up and do on your own?
I can walk a few steps with a walker.
Okay. You go to the bathroom by yourself?
I do. I use a bedside commode.
Bedside commode? All right. We'll get you one so you can use that now. But then after that...
Wait, we still lost Dawn here somewhere. Where the hell is she at?
Get you situated in the room and get some lab work on you and run some tests we need to do. So make sure everything's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully, once we run the test we need on Joyce, we are able to determine that there is no immediate life-threatening issue with her, because with her current condition, it is not likely that she will survive any serious medical issues right now. So we will...
Damn, look at that got a grimace foot. That's crazy. She's got to be diabetic or something. Also, what is Dawn doing? Not trimming her toenails. You would think she would do that for her.
Good job. We can pull this one. Put your hand up.
I mean, do we have to blur it? I'm pretty sure it's hidden by whatever's going on there. How is it black? Is that mold growing on it? Isn't breathing black mold like toxic? Is that why she needs the oxygen?
There. How you doing, Joyce?
Okay.
Okay, Joyce, now that we got you situated, let's see what the wind is.
You alright?
Yeah.
Looks like you are...
Oh, rumple foreskin. This is not good. She's pushing 8? How tall is she? This is nuts. I didn't think she was that big.
7:58. Alright, Joyce, so it looks like we have a lot of weight to lose with you. So we're gonna get you started on some physical therapy and humping diet. But first, we're gonna run some tests to make sure there's nothing happening with this 14-hour travel. No blood clot or any other issues. Then we'll work on getting your weight down and helping you get...
Blood clots, very serious issue. They happen all the time to people this big, especially if they're just laying in bed all day. I would like to know what the hell's going on with their feet, though. That's got to be diabetes. Because I just learned if you're diabetic, the sugar, if you test your feet, it's like 200 higher than your fingers.
More mobile, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. I'll see you later.
Okay, see you later.
I mean, actually, her neck's probably what's choking her off. It's probably not the black mold on her stomach, but her neck's definitely choking her chicken here. Hey, Dawn.
Hi. Hi. I'm in so much pain, and all I can do right now is rest. But I'm hoping once I recover, all my tests will be good, and I'll be able to start my whole journey to getting healthy and a new life. Because I've waited a long...
Think she's going to ask for any, like, Popeye's painkillers, a little bit of Mercy McDonald's, like, Baconator break or whatever. I don't know. She definitely probably looks like she wants some fast food.
long time for a chance like this, and I'm very ready for it. I just hope it gets a little easier from here.
Nope. Gets a whole hell of a lot harder, and it never gets easier. You just gotta push yourself a little bit. Get out of your comfort zone. She's trying. I'll give her that. She's trying right now.
You can do this, Joyce.
This much activity is really hard on my body.
What activity? You're just riding. Like, I haven't seen her push herself yet. Dr. Now's doing all the pushing. It's hard on him.
And I don't think Dr. Now understands that, and just how much this is for me. But I don't know if I can do a whole lot more, because this is really painful and I feel like I'm about at my limit. But I'll try to stand long enough to get my weight. I just don't know how long I can last.
That's what she said, but they couldn't be that hard. But although little step-ups and stuff like that, a lot harder when you get this big. I used to have to, like, pause at curbs and step. I couldn't just, like, one-leg it when I was that big.
You ready?
Mm-hmm. All right. This is the first time I'm ever stepping up on something for a really long time, so
okay.
I'm a little nervous.
Told you.
Don't be nervous. All right. Well, sit.
Man, I didn't realize she was that caked up, because that thing's just waving at me while she's stepping up there. But I guess 800 pounds, you'd have a little jiggle back there.
388.
That can't be right. Sorry.
No, shut up. We take those. Like, that's legit right there. That was a legit hospital this lady just lost half her body weight in like 3 days or whatever it was.
Almost falling.
No, we got you.
Okay. 388 was not right. That have been a miraculous loss.
We help you lose a lot, but not that much. We just wait and catch your breath, and then I will be zero it, and we can get the correct weight.
I'd prefer to skip it. On the way back, I almost wasn't able to make my way back.
So we are going to take the 388 because she's not going again. Like, forget it, guys.
We'll try again later, but at least you got a little exercise to do. But this poor level of activity is not good. So you realize that your functional capacity is very, very low, and you're in a very dangerous situation. So this is a matter of life and death for you, and you're running out of time.
Yeah. Probably means I'm staying here a lot longer.
Well, not necessarily.
Pack your bags, baby. We're spending a few nights because this controlled diet seems like it might be the only way she's going to make some kind of success. Dawn, her mom, they're kind of just giving her whatever she wants. That's a recipe for disaster right there.
On your hair is up to you and how hard you want to work. And once you get to the place you need that is safe, we'll send you home. Okay? Mm-hmm. All right. Let's get you back to your room so you can rest. So far, your hasn't shown me much evidence that she's willing to do what she needs to turn her situation around.
I mean, if Dr. Now's saying that, he's seen it a time or two, so he kind of, I think he knows when somebody comes in there who's going to be successful and who's not, just from, like, the error and just trying over and over with people trying to help them.
All right. You feel okay?
You gave me a little workout with my legs, but I'm doing good.
Now, you dog, you. Oh, I didn't see that one covered.
Well, that's the whole idea. You know you are 4'11". For your height, you should be under 100 pounds. So you still have 500 pounds to lose before you hit your goal. And
what? She should be under 100? That's what, 658 pounds she needs to lose? Holy hell.
That's not going to be easy to do. But if you do what you need, then we'll be able to get you to that point, okay?
Thank you for helping me.
Well, that's my job. But remember, all the hard work is going to come from you, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll be back to see you again soon. In the meantime, get you some help to get you back in the bed.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Dawn, you need your finishing move again. When I had this job when I was 19, I had a supervisor named Dawn, and one time out of curiosity, I just read her journal, and it was like Star Trek corn, like, it was the insane stuff where she was like that. saving her with her ding-dongs. Like, it was insane. I wish I never read it.
While we play hide and seek, I like to hide and shop. And when I check out with Pace, my actual card number stays hidden from the store too. Unlike me, apparently.
Down you! Meet Pace, a new online checkout.
G17 우리가 한 인간을 어떻게
I really want to go home because it's really hard being here. But I'm happy about the progress I've made so far and how much my health has improved. Even if Dr. Now doesn't agree with me about that, I really am working hard, and I have no doubt I can keep this going on my own and show Dr. Now I can do this without having to be here. Hi. Hey. Oh, my soup. Brought you soup. Little soup tray.
Oh, with the pet.
The hell is she gonna eat soup on her back like that? Like, this is gonna burn